The Little Prince. And here comes the third of our Californian dream machines. This one is maybe the most famous of them all, and this one is maybe the most important of them, because this is the machine which transform the human race into a walking species, into a flying species. The Douglas D2, it's called the Golden Age of aviation. And one of the burgeoning airlines of America, called Transcontinental and Western Airlines, TWA, later it became Trans World Airlines. Transcontinental and Western's boss was named Jack Fry, and Jack Fry went to see Los Angeles again, a young man named Donald Douglas, and said, Don, I want you to make me a twin-engine aircraft along these lines. I wanted to be able to transport 21 to 24 passengers, to fly during day and night, to have two engines in order to be able to fly on one engine in case the other one fails. And he set up a list of requirements. And out of this list, Douglas and his team of engineers, including one genius called Jack Northrop, they gave him, when a journalist asked Ike Eisenhower, saying what were the most important weapons of the war, and Eisenhower mentioned the bazooka. He never mentioned any warplane. He never mentioned any fighter. He didn't talk about the B-29s and the atomic bomb. He just said the DC-3, because this was the aircraft which, as a flying truck, transported all over the world, everywhere around the world, equipment, spares, personnel, and this was it. And then, after that, this was quite important in the history of an industrial product. All the airlines around the world went shopping, saying, okay, we start to do operating, to start operating again. And logically, they did what Trevor started. Instead of buying military aircraft, they went on to buy military aircraft to use them as civilian aircraft. And there were scores of DC-3, and let me be personal again. My dad at the time was one of the bosses at Air France. Characteristics in terms of radio equipment, etc., etc. Number of hours flown and all. And then they took their cars. They had selected the numbers of the aircraft written on the tails. They took their cars and traveled around the base with a white paint and a brush. And whenever they found one they had selected, they just made a cross across the tail, brought them back to France, and they started like that. British European Airways did exactly the same, and Alitalia did exactly the same, and Lufthansa. Every airline in the world went shopping to America and brought back these magnificent skyships and put them to good use and transformed the world into a world of
the new 380, the big aircraft, or the first, yes,
first aircraft to see a proper business class service. It was Cambrian Airways from Wales through to Paris in the 60s, late 60s, had a business class fit on the aircraft. That's what it's called.
And the stewardess.
And
The stewardess was born with the DC-3.
Yeah.
American Airlines of the 30s introduced, because of these flights across America from west to east coast and back, is flying
Et nous allons poursuivre notre vol en direction de Jumejada.
Et nous voilà encore.
It's like a friendly dog, isn't it? Absolutely. Your best friendly dog. And when because the pilots like it, they love to fly, etc., etc. And if you're asking, this music was written by James for the Horsemen. So don't try to remember which movie you heard that. This was a Horseman theme.
Je crois que c'est parti, on va faire